Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome to tonight's stream. We're on the Medway Valley for the first time live, actually. Obviously, we've all been playing it for a bit. Did the first look, did the Railtour and the 33 on the channel, but not actually had time to do it live. So tonight is the night. How's everyone doing? I can see a few names in chat. Snowco is there, Mike B, William Wakeling Adventures, Elliot is there, GE Dave, Freestyle Reds, Pete Wright, Animal is there. Who else have we got? Anyone else? Anyone else? Simon's just joined. How's everyone doing? Koitarasha, nice to see you. Yeah, so we got a bit to do tonight. So we're going to try several different things. If you saw in the description, we're going to start, of course, with the 700, which you can see on the screen, which is layering in from Southeastern high speed. Then we're going to go over to the Class 47, the green West Somerset Class 47 for a little bit of the end of a rail tour. Then we're going to jump into the 66 for some freight. And then we'll finish off with the 375/3 back on the passenger stuff. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Yeah, should be good fun. I know a lot of you have been having fun with this route. Thanks everybody for coming in. I can see we got 30 in from the start, which is great. Pete, how you doing? Yeah, we've not started yet, so you're all good. Yeah. Shall we get into it? I just have to make sure the sound is okay because I've been fiddling around with the sound a little bit. We'll see as we go. The 700 is quite quiet anyway, isn't it? Right, okay, let's get it going. We've got the master key on this side. We'll put that into forwards. We'll open the doors, which I think are on our left-hand side. Where's the lights on this? There they are. No, that's the windscreen wipers. There's the lights. That's what I wanted. Exterior lights, dipped beam, main beam. We'll have them on dipped, shall we? Being as it's quite light. GSMR is done for us. Now, over on the back wall, we have got AWS is normal. Vigilance, isolated. DSD. Anything else? What's this up here? TPWS, right, that's good.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Wow, she's loud. She was for me anyway. Lock the doors. Just check outside. Right, all ready to go. Hyam is next. I should have told you probably what we were doing. This one is the 9 Papa 25 Luton to Rainham. So we're stopping at Hyam, then Strood, and Rochester, and Chatham, and Gillingham, and Rainham. So this is the upgraded part of the Southeastern High Speed, by the way, which came as part of the Medway Valley. Jason, how you doing? Is the kebab shop closed? Who was going to the kebab shop? Ratty's not appeared, has he? He's usually at the kebab shop. I've got the Diet Coke. There you go. But I might need it. It's quite hot in here. It's been a hot day in Preston, I have to say. Which is quite nice, really. Quite a few of these services, you know. About 82 services, I think, for the Class 700. So I thought we best do at least one of them. But the scenery's so much better. I wonder if they're gonna do the rest of it. I don't know. Got TSI there. They might get Firefly working on the rest of the Southeastern High Speed, which would be quite good, wouldn't it? Right, we'll have to slow down for this TSR. Oh, chippy later, says Ratty. There you go. Oh, the GB livery DLC may be around $4.99. Where have you got that from, Freestyle Reds? I was wondering about the price of that because we've already got an 802, haven't we? So it's more like a livery, and it said it was coming with a timetable, didn't it? So there's going to be a timetable for it. I think it said ECML and Riviera is where we're going to be able to drive it. I didn't know that was coming. It was quite a surprise. There wasn't a lot on the roadmap, was there, though? I didn't think there was anyway. That's why I didn't, apart from the Just Trains bit, I didn't really put anything out about the roadmap. I think there's a few fixes to be done, isn't there, before anything new really rolls out. Right, let's get down for this 40 for the TSR. He said it on the live stream. Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't watch the live stream. I was in right at the end. Like, literally 5 minutes from the end. I popped in. Have I had those chocolate orange eggs? You mean like the Terry's ones? The ones where you bang them on the table and they split into pieces? Yeah, I've had them. They're not eggs, though. If that's what you mean. Chocolate orange. If it's specifically an egg, no, I don't think I have. Oh, you've been in hospital, Pete. Oh, I hope you're feeling a bit better. You're just catching up. Stitcho, how are you doing? He jet washed the house. Jet washed the patio and all the muck went up onto the side of the house, yeah. Yeah, it does that when I wash the car. Yeah, Terry's chocolates, yeah, chocolate orange. I've had chocolate orange. It's quite nice to drive, this 700. I've not driven it very much. I probably did when it came out, but I like the view from the cab. Was this a DTG DLC, this? I can't remember. Or did somebody else make it? I think it was DTG, wasn't it? Right, we've got Hyam coming up in just under a mile. You thought it would have an orange filling, no, it's just like a flavour of orange more than anything, isn't it, I think? If you like Maltesers, try Revel. Can you still get Revels? Oh, the orange ones in Revels are disgusting. Orange ones and coffee ones. The rest I quite like. Yeah, orange and coffee. Not good. Right, this is Hyam. Sitting in the middle seems strange for you. You used to sit on the left. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah. That's a good point, actually. How many pieces of stock have we got in TSW where we actually sit in the middle? Not many. I'd never thought of it before. It's nice to drive, though. It's quite simple to drive, so... Everyone looks happy enough, I think. Get the doors locked. Strood is next. Through the tunnels. Some people were saying delivery DLC is another cash grab. $4.99 is fair. No one's forced to buy it. People have worked on the DLC. Then they cost money. They'll probably still buy it. They'll probably still buy it. I mean, it sounds like it is going to be another timetable, isn't it? So, it's delivery and the timetable. But nobody's, like you said, nobody's forcing anybody to pick it up either. I quite like delivery. I must admit, I do quite like delivery. It's different. You're going to have to blow the diet and get Revels delivered from the co-op. I've got a bee or something flying behind me. Can you see that live? There's a bee flying around. It better get back out the window. I can see it then on the camera. Anybody know how much the 700 is on TSW? I'm not sure, actually. It's been out for quite a while, William. It probably comes up in the sales quite a bit, I would think. So you might want to wait for a sale to get it. But it's mainly for the Southeastern high speed, so if you've got the Southeastern high speed, that's where it mainly sits. And then obviously Medway, you've got these 80 odd services as well that layer in, which is quite good. Right, a mile from Strood. We've got the 15 at the end of the tunnel as well. You used to play Revel Roulette to see who got the coffee one. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. I don't mind coffee, but in a chocolate, no, I don't know. I don't know. It's not suited to it, I don't think. Good evening, Plums. How you doing? $12.99 on Steam for the 700. I think Jason's checking the console. Alright, maybe didn't anticipate that very well. Slightly over. I really like what they've done to this part of the Southeastern high speed. Look at that view there. How clear that is. I mean, I have got it set to June with just a little bit of cloud. So, you know, it's probably the best it could be. But it looks really nice, that. Let me know how the game sound is as well. Because I can knock it up and down per whatever we're driving. $12.99 on consoles too. Thank you for that. There you go, William. Right, welcome to Strood. We've already got a green to take us off towards Rochester. So in front of us is the Medway Valley line proper. But on this service, we're going off to the left, like we would on the Southeastern High Speed. You're all still eating Easter eggs? I think I've still got some in the fridge, to be honest. I told people not to buy them because I'm, obviously trying to watch my weight. You get to a certain age, you don't shift it as well as you used to. But, people still bought them for me, so...
Passengers are reminded to drink plenty of water in hot weather.
Pete, how you doing? Good evening to you. Rochester, platform 2, over the bridge. I think I saw Chris join earlier. How you doing, Chris? Wonder if someone will do the rest of the route up to London. It'd be nice to have a networky type route, wouldn't it? Like they've done on TS Classic around this area. You can go off all sorts of places. Ron, how you doing? Is the game sound okay for this particular train, or does it need lifting up a bit? Just let me know. You just ordered 10 bags of Revels. It's dangerous coming on here, I'm telling you. It's really dangerous. Yeah, we'll get the chippy next. Once Ratty goes to the chippy. It was really weird when I travelled down here for the first time, going down to Dovetail. After driving it virtually so many times, never being down this neck of the woods before, it was really odd. Really odd. Elliot, thank you very much for that, buddy. Welcome back into the stream. I know you said you were going off. You've come back. How you doing? Do a nice stop here at Rochester, and then we'll get the doors open and we'll check the schedule just once more again, see where we're going. We have got Chatham next, Gillingham, Rainham, and we're into Rainham at 13:15, so not long to go. Bit of construction going on here as well. Right, off to Chatham. Announcements too. It does look good, 3-star Reds, doesn't it? That's why I want them to... I wanted to try and go through and do the rest of the Southeastern High Speed now they've made a start. Just all the greenery, even, is way better. I've noticed here as well, they've put signs on the platforms I'd not noticed before, like, don't get off the train here, where it says, do not alight here. I don't think we had those before on the Southeastern High Speed. Well, you still won't if you go on the original Southeastern High Speed. Yeah, they made a great job. It looks more overgrown as well, like the, you know, I like that kind of thing. Yeah, I think Matt mentioned about why they closed the station and moved it further down. I can't remember now what he said. It was on the original stream for the Southeastern High Speed a long time ago. There is a reason, there is a good reason, but I can't remember what it was. If I remember, I'll ping it on the Discord. This is the now familiar for me, Chatham. They should give some of the older routes this treatment. This looks better than, for example, the Great Western Express remaster, doesn't it? Which was good. I would say this looks better. Saying that though, the guy at DTG that did the Great Western remaster had to do the whole route, didn't he? Whereas Firefly have just done a section of, and I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how difficult it is to do that. I don't know how much time it would take them to do the whole Southeastern High Speed. And then again, if they did, then, you know, Dovetail would obviously have to pay them to do that. Because I don't think they could resell us the Southeastern High Speed again, could they? So, you know, there's probably no revenue in it, but they would have to pay them to do it. So Gillingham in 1.4. In case you don't like the 700, we're in the Class 47 next. So doing a bit of big diesel. David Drives, good evening, how you doing? Oxenome. Actually, I noticed, I don't know if there's one or two scenarios for the new Voyager pack from AP on Train Sim Classic. Go up the West Coast main line, so there's an opportunity to actually Oxenome there. I've not run those yet. I must run those. One of them's in the snow as well. Elliot, you did a service on the Great Western Express earlier today. Nice. You're eating dark chocolate. Yeah, I'm not a fan of dark chocolate. It's meant to be good for you, but I don't know if that's people saying that who just like to eat chocolate. They've made it up that it's good for you. I don't know. I'm not a fan of dark chocolate at all. Alex mentioned more about DTG doing more work with Firefly, which is great to hear. I think if they've got a team that knows how to do stuff like this, they could farm some work out to them. I think that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? There's no need to hire anybody else if you've got a team there. It depends. It depends on what Firefly want to do. Do they want to do that kind of thing, or do they want to bring their own routes like this one into TSW? That would be the sticking point. But if DTG are waving the money around, then you know, they might step in and do just that. Was there much said about the Class 90 last night on the roadmap stream, by the way? Because I'm hoping that patch is coming out imminently. That's us. Just getting the announcement as we came in. Pete, you've got a grip on the neutral sections on the Preston Carlisle. Start doing more of it. That's took you a while. That. Now you have to learn the ones like I have to on the West Coast Mainline South. That'll be your next. That'll be your next task. Elliot, you've still not driven the 87 properly yet. Yeah, it's good. Very good. $3.9 to Rainham, and then we're in the 47. There's going to be a quick patch for the controller, for the AWS, yeah, and then the main patch later. Yeah, the AWS is really frustrating on the controller. Dace, good evening, how you doing? God save the Queen. Annadale, how you doing? Right, we can get some speed up on this. I'm hoping that bee that was behind me has gone straight out the window again. I can't see it anywhere. Up to 60, then 80. We got the rail singing as well. That's been put in on this section of the Southeastern high speed. Neutral section's only one way to deal with them. Drive straight over them. Right, we'll take the power off. Just coast for a little bit. Yeah, the 90 scoring is a bit low, isn't it? Yeah. I have a sneaky suspicion that the 66 timetable's been copied, because if you noticed, I think even when we played it on the last live stream, you get reward points for driving 66 miles. You get action points for driving 66 miles, which makes me think it's copied as a starting point. The timetable's copied, and then services for the 66 are kind of mirrored with the 90. I don't know, but it just seems that way. But yeah, you get 35 points, don't you, for driving the 90, and you should be getting 65 on all the new stuff, I think. Right, we've got a red outside the station. Now yellow, so we're all good. Apologies if I miss some of the chat. There's a bit of it. The bee's behind me. It's not really, is it? I can't even hear it. It must have flown out the window. The window's wide open. That's what's happened. Wait, when did I say that? Mike B trying to get me in trouble. Yeah, she's Queen Bee, of course. So I can't say anything about bees. Right, this is Raynham. Quite a nice little service, that. As I said, there's quite a few of them. You can probably run up and down all day doing these. And we get a javelin on the opposite platform. Has Queen got a crush on Tintin? What's she saying? Oh, look at these passengers. That's not right, is it? Guarding the doors, every single door. Right, that was the 700. We're going to go and do the 47 now. So you'll be able to tell me about the game noise on this one. So we'll go to timetable. And flick it back to the 47. Your sound is off. It's probably the best way. You wouldn't have heard that big bee behind me. Right, there's the 47. So this one, West Somerset Railway. We're going to do the 2052. Maidstone West to London Victoria. Continue the circular tea time tour between Maidstone West and Tunbridge. So it's about half an hour, this one. We'll put decent weather on. Put it in July. Tiny bit of cloud. Do that. Thrash without clag. Yes, there isn't a lot, is there, in this? Oh, I accused the train announcer of being loud. She was loud right in my ear. I didn't mean that it's her personally. The announcement was loud. Trying to get me in trouble. Trying to twist it. Right, let's unlock the doors. I think they're on my left. They are indeed. Right, let's get everything set up. Master key, and then we want the head code box, desk light. I think that's all we've got over there. The reverser, we can certainly have in forwards. The headlight is over here. We'll have some window. And if I come up here, we got the... Oops, hang on. That's my mouse, that. AWS. Why is it doing that? It's not letting me... Oh, that's it. There we go. Have we got a DSD? Yes, we have on this one. Right, we've got to wait until 2054. So we're just going to Tunbridge. Straight to Tunbridge. Got the West Coast Railways coaches on again. They're getting about a bit, these. Window thrash action. Been thrashing 2 certain type locos over Shap in TSC in the new scenario you're making. Oh, nice. Send that over when you've done it. I'm always up for an over Shap scenario, as you know. Nearly time for the doors. Would be nice to see the Clan Line Pullman Circular Tours Class 73 on this route. Yeah, it's got some potential, hasn't it, for some layering in, I think, this route. Let's get all the brakes off. Probably should have done a bit of that while we were sat there. Actually, they came off quite quick. Surprising, really. Let's go outside. Yeah, there should be some smoke coming out the top. There's a tiny bit. You can see a tiny, tiny bit. It's not like the AP stuff, though, is it? I know we don't have an AP 47, but just generally a smoke out the top. Nice reflection of the headlight on the track. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Stay, see you later. You got Freeport's Mank to Preston, Preston to Carlisle, and Carlisle to Glasgow Central. That'll be pretty good. Yeah, that'll be good. We'll have a play of that. $12 miles down to Tunbridge. Oh, there's a little bit. There's a little bit. Does it involve a 50? That's a long way for a 50 to go. It's doable. You did a double-headed Class 86 overshot last week, and you ran a red at the end of the Carlisle platform 1. And no save points. I bet. I'm glad it happens to you lot as well. Was that was in Train Sim World, was it? Not Train Sim Classic. That's classic, that is. The lighting's pretty good on this, isn't it? For a July evening. About 9 o'clock. Looks pretty good. Oh, you are doing it with a 50 in your scenario. That'd be interesting. Full fat Coke. No, it's Diet Coke. It's Diet, but it's the caffeine free one in the gold coloured tin. No caffeine in it. Can you imagine, like, you talk about spadding, the amount of expletives that go out when you sat there just playing the game yourself and you spad? I'd love to see like a, you know, hidden camera roll of it. Everybody going through red lights at one time or another, and all the expletives going on. It'd be a good YouTube video, that. Probably get banned with some of you, but... Yeah, Jason says that was you on a nearly 3-hour freight run during testing of Preston crew. Oh, not Preston to Carlisle. Got to Carlisle, got a UE4 crash. I thought you meant you're on Preston to crew then. You didn't save it. I've not had a UE4 crash for a long time. Oh, sorry, yeah, we got GE Dave in the chat. He never spads. He never spads. Your neighbours know when you spad, yeah. I know, I have done it myself. In fact, I was playing Sherman Hill the other day, and it's one of them. I got right to the end of the service, and the brakes just weren't coming on enough, and I literally rolled past the red by about a foot, and that was it. Game over. That was frustrating. Because you know what the braking's like on some of the American freight locals, especially when you're downhill. If you just can't get the right mix of automatic brake and dynamic brake, even though you're braking from quite a way out, it can still catch you out, and it did. Went straight for a red at about 2 miles an hour, I think. $110 minutes of waste and no points. Imagine spadding with the big boy, yeah. A spad's a spad with any trade. It's not good. Drivers have spad nightmares, do they really? I suppose you're always fighting against the spad, aren't you? It's the ultimate no-no, isn't it? If in doubt, whack it into emergency. Yeah, I suppose you would if you're approaching a red, wouldn't you? And you really weren't stopping for it. You got a spad and you weren't even in the train. You're standing on the platform. Oh, God. You left the brakes off again. Parrots, good evening, how are you? Even the boats have got lights on. $7.4 to Tunbridge. Both, really, I reckon. Hitting the buffers too. It was a TGV, was it? You went for a walk around, did you? Just left the brakes off. Look at that sky. It's great how they've done that sky, isn't it? That night, early sort of night sky before it goes quite dark. Looks pretty good, that. You spad before and you fell asleep when you were doing 90 miles per hour. Oh dear. Oh wow, look at that, 30. Did it show that on? I just must not have been looking up at the track monitor. if it really said 30 up there. You Oxenholme and Nebworth. Ah, right. As long as you get part of the training, it counts. I can go pretty fast in this section. You had trouble getting a train going, got out and left it on full throttle. Halfway down the platform, the brakes must have released. Off it went. Dude, you're probably waiting for the brakes to release. You're probably doing it right. You just didn't wait long enough. Well, Nebworth is Matt Pedalston's equivalent of Oxenholme. I didn't even see, when we ran down the ECML the other night, I didn't see where Nebworth was. That's why I was asking, have we passed it yet? Because we weren't stopping there the other night. Just checking, the sheep are still in the fields. Got hit by a passing train then. Right, just under 6 to go. This time we'll take the throttle off to get down for this 35. Coming into Reading on Great Western Express is one of the worst for a spad. It used to really be, didn't it, when the stop marker was right next to the signal. I think they moved it back. That was one of the ones they moved back a little bit. But I probably have spad there in the early days. It's the first station south of Stevenage. Yeah, I think we passed through many of those the other night when we were running, didn't we? On the last... Was it the last live stream we did? The one before it. I'm quite impressed with the route at night. I know we're not in the pitch black yet, but... Right, down for the 25. There it is. That's going all the way back to the original TSW before they updated it. Yeah, it was right next to, like many of them, it was right next to the red light. And if you stopped short, it wouldn't let you stop short. You had to still land right on the objective, so you could trickle over it by like 1 mile an hour and get the spad. Right, here we are at Paddock Wood. You did one recently, the remaster, running early, but you ended up late by the time you crawled up to the stop market. Yeah, I know, I'm guilty of that sometimes as well. You're that bothered about missing it that you come in a little bit too slow. David, good evening, how you doing? Yeah, reload last checkpoint PC, which the consoles don't have. If you don't do a manual save on your console, then you're stuck. Firefly have done an excellent job, you can't stop playing it, yeah. It's one of those routes that you'll keep playing for a while, I think. Right, we've got 5 miles to thrash it. Disappearing ballast, was there? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like looking for a lens, isn't it? The nearer you get to something, it appears or disappears. Must be a core thing. The TSW2 Collector's Edition on disc. Nice. I have the original TSW on disc. PlayStation 4. I think I've showed it once on one of the streams that we did. Always nice driving the 47. Like the 66, there's lots of 66s. And we're doing the 66 next, by the way. It can get a bit samey. I don't get that feeling when I drive a 47, and the 47 appears in lots of different places in TSW, doesn't it, as well? But there's something a bit different about it. Good evening, George. How you doing? I think the first TSW was the only one I got on disc, and then after that, I got the digital versions after that. A bit of a faff having to keep putting the disc in and out on console. But as collector's items, if you ever get the chance to go down to Dovetail, they've got a cabinet with all the different releases of every game they've ever done. All the actual boxes, which is quite interesting to look at. Train Sim Classic and TSW, all the different ones. I might have a photograph of that somewhere. If I have, I'll put it in the Discord. Because a few of you will probably have owned a few of those different versions. You remember discs, the originals that needed a stylus, then the later iterations that needed lasers or now. But as a musician, though, Pete, what? Do you still prefer listening to stuff on vinyl or not? Because a lot of music-y type people like the vinyl, don't they? Right, we've got 1.5 to go. We'll start bringing it down a little bit. And we'll jump in the 66. Andy, lad, how you doing? Yeah, all good. All good. Nice, George. Thank you very much. Right, past the Royal Mail. That isn't actually the Royal Mail in the game. And then we'll be at Tonbridge. Raju, how you doing? Can we do the Southeastern high-speed javelin? I'm not going to do it tonight because I've got a schedule lined up, but we will do some javelin at some point, definitely. Yeah, let's mess with it. I've got loads of discs that are just sat in a box. Or console games. Yeah, cheers Elliot, thanks for coming in. Thank you for that that donation. Much appreciated. It's pretentious rubbish. Yeah, I did wonder. It's usually music people that say must have vinyl, but surely vinyl's not digital, so therefore it has to be inherently not as good quality as something that's been redone and put through the machine, so to speak. Right, 600 into Tunbridge, then we're in the 66. In the Southeastern high-speed EWS liveried 66. How do you disable SPADs? I don't think you can disable SPADs. You just have to get good at not doing them, I think. That's the only way to disable it. It has to be a manual thing, I think. You've just watched Oxenham. It's brilliant, isn't it, still? It's brilliant.
Of your safety and security, CCTV is in operation on this station.
Shoddy Shoddy, how you doing? Oxenham got overshadowed by the fish train incident. Yeah, the fish train incident, which I'm glad I captured because you can't do it anymore. They fixed it. Let's get the doors open one last time. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to zoom in a little bit. Look at our wonderful 47. Yeah, the fish train is it's on the full stream is still there, but I've also done a short. There's a short if you have a look, just of the fish train incident bit where we kept ramming the fish train. It's all there. It's all there. Right, going in the 66. Back to the daytime as well, I think, with this one. Well, 1909, so I think it's a bit lighter than it was. Medway timetable 66. Let's go down to the Southeastern High Speed EWS. Did I pass it? No, it's this one. And it's the 1909. This one. This is the aviation fuel train up to the grain oil terminal. This is what we're doing. We'll have July. Slight bit of cloud. Let's do that. Oh, you've been back in the hospital, Andy lad, for some tests. Hope everything's all right. You seem to be having a bit of a rough time with it. Right, let's get this thing set up. I think these are all okay to go. So let's put that in. Do that. Whack that up anyway. Windows, of course. Got the goods brakes on, which is what we want. Look at daytime. Instrument lights. That. That. There, we're all ready to go. Just need to wait for the signal. So on this one, this is the 6 Oscar 05 Colnbrook to Grain Oil Terminal. So we're going all the way up the route on this one. Stopping at location November Kilo 1611, which probably means nothing to most of us, unless we've run it before. Yeah, the driving the wrong direction incident. That was funny, that. That was in my early days of TS Classic, where you press the Control Plus to change cabs. Unfortunately, I changed it to the wrong cab and we set off. That was brilliant. I thought, this looks familiar. We've been down here already. It was the Buchan. The fish train was the Buchan line. But if you have a look on the shorts feed, there is one there just of the fish incident. Ron Convey, how are you doing? Good afternoon to you. Right, we can move out. We got a yellow. The brakes will take a little bit of time. Right down the whole train. We'll have a look outside. We've got 66120. And these are our oil tankers that we've got. The TEAs. We got a bit of clag on the 66, look. Slight bit. Come on, you can do it. There he goes. He thought you put the washing machine on. Yeah, you don't like 66s even here. I forgot about that. Well, I thought in the interest of having a good look at the Medway, we'd do a few different services. So we've got 700, then we're going to do the Class 47, then we've got the 66, and then we're going to finish with the 375/3, which will give us a good look at the route. Great Western, good evening, how you doing? Elliot's back. He always does this. He says he's going to bed and then he comes back. Patrick, thank you for the sub. Hope you're doing well. Well, we do have a red ahead of us, but it might change once we hit this marker. Just keep an eye on it. There we go. You've been driving the 66 a lot just to get your money's worth. You've got a few choices. You seen a 66 tomorrow, GW? I don't know if I like the horn on this. I don't like the horn on the 37. I don't think I like the one on the 66. Again, it's like a Casio keyboard. It's just... I don't know. Some of you are going to tell me that's really what the horn sounds like on 66, but I don't know. Seems a bit strange to me, that. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Animal. It's on a fast spin now, isn't it? Yeah. Now that I've put the foot down. Thank you to everybody coming in, by the way. I can see we've got 70 in. Thank you for that. I will try and make the 60, but I don't. It's going very slowly, isn't it? Let's put it into notch 8, which is our highest. See how we get on. You'll all see a 66 tomorrow. You will if you play this. On the back, 66,138. And I can see that ticking over. So is that giving us a push as well, that one? Or is it dead? Is it just idling? Not sure. More coal. Yeah. Yes, if anybody wants to play this one, it's 6 Oscar 05. This is one of the longer Class 66 ones on the Medway, if you like your freight stuff. F59 PHs have better horns. They're better horns than this, yeah. This one's a bit wimpy. You're off to Bournemouth tomorrow. I drove to Bournemouth in the video I did yesterday with the Voyager. All you'll see is Lecky Bogcoats and 66s. You might see a 73 at the TMD, or if you're lucky, or a Voyager. Yeah. I've never been to Bournemouth. Only virtually. Probably dead, given we're barely exterior. Yeah, you're probably right. Just extra weight to pull. I suppose it stops it having to run round at the other end, having one on the back. Why so slow? Just sheer weight of the train. This is at full throttle now. You can see here we're in the green. We're close to the top, but we'll pick up some speed because we're going slightly downhill now, so we'll pick up a little bit of speed, but not much. I was waiting for that. If we had the proper gradient ratio, we could see how steep it actually is. I love it. Bournemouth is a lovely station. Shame about the area around it. I can't comment, honestly. I haven't been to Bournemouth, so I don't know. Joe, good evening. How you doing? Bit of suspension action going on as well. I like this kind of thing, this little detail, like the diesel spilt down the side of the tank. You know, little bits of stuff like that I quite like on these locos. Bournemouth only existed to put a 33 on the Weymouth portion. Now there's no reason for it. Yeah, I came into Bournemouth last night when I played that Voyager, that new AP Voyager. The station looked alright in TS Classic, I must admit. But I don't think I flew around out of the cab to have a look at Bournemouth itself. Right, coming up to Paddock Wood. So we'll take some speed off. The driver putting on weight after Easter chockies there, that might be a thing. Actually, I've not ate that much, you know. At all. Is it that bad, Pete? Oh. As well as you wanting to turn this into the cooking channel, you should also turn it into the travel channel, because I think between all these different stations we've been to and places we've been to, some of you always will pipe up and say, don't go there, it's a dump. Especially if he's still here, GW Photography has got quite a strong opinion of most of those Riviera line stations. We could definitely do like a travel section. Yeah, cheers Enidale, thanks for coming in. You spent your 21st birthday in Bournemouth, but not by choice. Did you ever go back afterwards, though, Dave? That's the thing. Oh, Bournemouth First Show, yeah, it's quite famous, isn't it? Right, we're all green. We need to be 25 brew here. You only go through or around Bournemouth. Poor Bournemouth. Well, Blackpool, yeah. I mean, I've been to Blackpool quite a lot, so I could comment on Blackpool. I've also been to Great Yarmouth. If you're talking about seaside places, I've been to Great Yarmouth a couple of times. I seem to remember I wasn't that impressed with Great Yarmouth either. Right, we've got open roads in front of us. Big oil train coming through. It's a long train, isn't it? The back end's just coming up now to the crossing. Even Brighton's a bit grisly. I've not been to Brighton either. I do have a chance actually to go to Brighton in August because I'm going down that way for a wedding. So it's not far from Brighton. I was thinking about calling in just to say I've been there, you know what I mean? Being as it's usually too far for me. I'm glad Dave said it, not me. The Wherry lines, if you travel on the Wherry lines, then definitely that's nice. That is nice. Look at this view, by the way, out the driver's window. Look at the lighting. It's almost like a painting, that, isn't it? Great job on the lighting. The shadows, like, again, 7:26 p.m. on a summer evening. Shadows getting a bit longer, and you could tell. You could almost tell what month it's in. Yes, I shall try and call in. Yeah, Lewis. Oh, I could go. Yeah, I could go to Lewis. Yeah, I should go to Lewis. I should try and visit as many TSW places as I can muster. He's British. He's getting married. He might be. I don't know, but it's not his wedding I'm going to. It's a family wedding I'm going down to. think, East Grinstead, I think, which is not a million miles from that neck of the woods, is it? Western Supermarket. Do you know, I think I might have been there when I was a kid. Western Super. I don't remember it. Right, we have a Go Via coming up in 5.4. Couple of those. We've done the first one, then we're stopping at the signal. So after this, we'll be jumping in the 375/3 just to finish off. Where did that 20 come from? I did not see that on the track monitor. East Grim says, "Mate, had a run down there the other day, lots of chavs bashing through the barriers." Oh god, I'm gonna have to park my car somewhere safe, aren't I? Yeah, I have no idea, Shoddy. I'll tell you the name of the hotel if I could remember it. Anyway, it's some big wedding venue in East Grinstead. Had to manually open the toilet door to get them out to buy something. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know. I was looking up at the track monitor. I didn't see the 20. It got me on the other way down as well, the opposite direction. So maybe they're not included. The freight speed's sometimes missing. Okay, I've got you. I'll have to just remember. I'll have to just route learn it. Evening, Boynes, how you doing? I've been to the same places you went to on family holidays as a youngster, yeah. I went to North Wales a lot. Did you go to North Wales? I was always in North Wales. Jetwash, good evening. Oh, you've been listening, have you? There's not enough money in the world to get you to do the whole Southeastern high-speed route. It was very... No, I can imagine it was. It was really hard work. I mean, it's a great job. That's what we were just saying about the... Hang on. Wrong brake. That's what I wanted. We were just saying that about the lighting on this section. The lighting's really nice. Then in the 47 run we just did, it was quite nice at night as well. Set that direct brake off now. A bit early for the TSR. We'll go up to 40. We'll just cruise through it. He's Grimstead. Is it? It's not that bad, is it? Oh god. I don't know, the price of the hotels was a bit grim, I'll tell you that. Might have to rob a bank. The North Yorkshire Railway does weddings. There you go, Joe. What? How come you keep convincing Joe to get married? What is this something I don't know about? West Grinstead is beautiful. I hope I've got the right one. I'm sure it's East Grinstead. I'm going to try and check now. Let's have a quick look on my phone, see if I can just confirm this information. I might not be able to find it. Oh, it's at the Ravenswood, if that helps you. It's at the Ravenswood. It is Cinder Hill, Sharpthorne, East Grinstead. There you go. That's where it is. That's exactly where it is. Right, finally here is the TSR. Yeah, same, Andy lad. Yeah, I don't think I went to Rill. I never went to Rill. Carnarvon a lot because my dad's auntie had a guest house in Carnarvon, so we used to go there quite a lot. But obviously, when you're there, you can travel to all those places. Lots of castles. Used to love going around castles when I was a kid. So Wales is ideal for castles. There's loads of them. Oh, Sharpthorne is nice. Posh village with the Bluebell Railway running underneath. Oh, well, there you go then. It's redeemed itself. I was getting a bit worried. Yeah, thanks, Dave. Catch you next time. Used to love your holidays in Penmamar and Llandudno when you were a kid. Yeah, Llandudno, been there a few times, yeah. It's nice all round there. Especially on days like we've had today up here. It's been really nice today. It's meant to pour down tomorrow, but that's a good picture. Curving round the bends there. Or the curves, I should say. There's a lot of nice services on this route, I have to admit. Like I said on the first look, when I played it, when I first got it before the public access, I was playing it a little bit and I wondered if I was still in TSW, because it looks so much different. You know, the quality of everything is so much different to a lot of other routes that we've got. Used to also go down to Cornwall. Yeah, that's a place I've mentioned a few times, I think, haven't I? I've not been down to Cornwall. Newquay, St Ives, yeah. You got paid for driving around the Cotswolds. Well, that's good. But you got to go to Bournemouth tomorrow. It sounds like your place gives and takes. Right, a mile to our go via, our next one. And yellow's coming up, but we could probably skip through that when we get to this go via. The lights will probably go green again for us, I expect. There's the murky Medway again. Right, we're just coasting at the moment. We'll put some brake in, just in case. Your ambition when you retire from the airport is move to Devon amongst the cows. Not literally, you don't want to live in a field, do you? I hope you're going to live in a building. Right, let's see if this red ahead clears once we get through this. It can be an annoying thing in TSW sometimes when it does it like that. There you go. You do all that slowing down just to have to accelerate up again, especially with a train as heavy as this. It's a bit annoying, a bit frustrating. 12 miles left in the service though. Yeah, it sounds like a good drive, that. Maybe a nice bungalow, that's good. That's good. Living in a barn. Right, this is where we started our rail tour from. In the 47, Maidstone West, I believe. Shortly followed by Maidstone. What, 700 yards up the track, I think it is. Quite close. Yeah. Which airport are you at, Pete? Just out of interest. You mentioned the airport there. It does look a bit top heavy, yeah. I know what you mean. We're going to notch 8 as we're going back uphill again. Heathrow, yeah, interesting. Yeah, I don't blame you then. It's going to be a lot quieter retiring down there than Heathrow is, to say the least. 11 to go. Big gold clock. Yeah, it'd be a bit too busy for me, I think, down there as well. I don't mind visiting or passing through there, but... Yeah, you can run a few freight services out of here as well. I did one over the weekend. Loco to stop here. There's the sign. Thanks for coming in, William. Take it easy. Yeah, that was a nice touch. That I didn't realise that the boats have got little navigation lights lit up on them as well at night if you do a night run. I've not noticed that before. Quite a nice touch. T-Durbo, how you doing up? You alright? Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, there we go, speeding again. Good evening, Danny Sprint. How you doing? This is a nice station. This is Aylesford, I think. So it's not as quiet, Joe, as it is on Train Sim World then. Down in the Brighton area, it sounds like. Everybody seems quite well behaved on the East Coastway and Brighton Main Line in TSW. They haven't programmed the passengers yet to do half the stuff that the real passengers would. Right, we got just over 9 miles. Then we'll have a final run with something passenger, I think. No stress when TSW guiding. That's a good point actually. I've not tried guiding on here yet with the CCTV cameras, etc. I'll have to have a go at that sometime. Not done it yet. I think there's somewhere where you can switch to activate the bank into the rear loco starts powering. Is there really? I don't know if there is in this, is there? If there is, I didn't know there was in the 66. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you need the expert mode on so you can see the cameras. A lot of players got stuck with that for the GSMR as well. Lots of comments about why the GSMR wasn't working like mine was, and again, that was the expert mode. .8 to go. Yeah, then I think the manual came out a little bit afterwards, and if you read about the GSMR in the manual, it does tell you in the manual that you need to have the expert mode on as well, so they caught it in there. The radio's on the right side above the throttle. I don't know, because that's the NRN. There's nothing else above. The US locos do it. I don't know if the 66 does. The spikes are pretty impressive, aren't they? All different colours as well. Yeah, it looks great at night. The sparking looks great at night. Who's having some chips delivered? I don't think you can, Dan. He says it there, but I don't know if it does it. Does it? I don't know if it makes any difference. You might be right. I can hear it. You might be right. We'll have to wait until we can speed up and we'll see. Maybe only certain 6. Yeah, I've never seen that before on these. Never. All the time I've driven them. I mean, not every 66 runner's got one on the back, of course. Sometimes you just got the 66 up the front. There was some power coming out of it. If we get to go above 45, we'll give it a try now that it's on. It's in a strange place as well. Look where it is on the NRN. It's odd. Even though the NRN doesn't function on these. Sounds like it is powering. You're right, Danny Sprint, yeah. Right, hands up if you do that, because I didn't even know that on the 66. I think mostly on the US stuff, the banking com's already on. I think it's only in scenarios you have to switch it on manually, generally, but I didn't know that with a 66. .8 to go. Never knew that was on there. No, I didn't know that. It's not very obvious, is it? Because it hasn't got its own button. You kind of just to hover in the right place. You can do it anywhere along here, it looks like. Yeah, true. True. Danny Sprint, yeah. .4 to go. Nice breeze blowing in now. Well, we do have a red coming up. Because we're approaching Strood. 8:30 p.m. and it's still 20 degrees outside. Yeah, it is quite warm. Oh, this one's going to be risky, isn't it? Have I left this too late? This could be interesting. What are we saying about Spads? No, it's not going to stop, is it? Is it? I was lucky there. I was very lucky. Oh, I thought we'd spad it there. Spad inbound. I've got to wait for the brakes now, though. Now, do I need to do anything with this? I just have to wait, don't I think? So lucky. Yeah, I was. Boo. There we go. I can take the brake off now. I'll leave some of it in, then we don't roll forwards. We're on a downhill as well there, you know. That's pretty jammy, especially with this weight of train. I looked up and thought, that red's got a bit nearer than I thought it was. So we can wait for the signal. That's when a spad usually happens, isn't it? Towards the end of like a longer service. Once complacency sets in a little bit. Yeah, lucky. That's since Danny Sprint showed me how to put the back loco on. I got extra power for this towards this signal. Now I don't know how long the wait is. Let's have a look. Wrong one. This one. This is us at the red. We've probably got something in. Oh, we've got this one in front of us. Brewed to paddock wood. Current status is stopped. I bet that's not going to move, you know. Because it isn't going anywhere else. Let's have a look. 20:03 there is a service. Let's see what it does at 20:03. Less than a minute to wait. Presume it's going to come out and cross over in front of us here. Once it comes out, we'll see. Yeah, blaming chat. At least we know the brakes are good on the 66. You might not like driving it, but the brakes are great. And then Dreamlab says, hit the like button. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button if you like near spads. Right, hopefully anytime now we'll see that service come across the front of us on its way back to Paddock Wood. Let's just check the map again. Yeah, it's coming now. This will be the one that we're waiting for. Good evening, Railroad. How you doing? It's never in doubt. It was. It was. For a split second, it definitely was. Oh, dear. That's brilliant. I like to keep you on the edge of your seats, that's the thing. There we go. Look at sparks there coming out. Great that. Right, let's roll through Strood. Now the brakes are coming off. Got anything, Bacon? How you doing? It has got a good brake where it stopped where I thought it would stop, actually. I needed all the brake though. It might be a bit hot underneath. The cockapoos recognise a red. They can probably hear it in my voice. They know something's up. Right, nice and easy now. We're probably going off somewhere at Hugh Junction, I think. Or maybe we're going all the way to Gravesend, not sure. At least we're all green. They recognise the voice. Camper into the man cave. Then maybe they like watching train sims. If you come back here, your controller's got scratches all over it. You know they've had the paws on it. Back of it, still going through the station. Some curve that. Right, we'll accelerate now with the help of the one at the back. Yeah, that's much better, that. Yeah, full power. Yeah, it's much better, that. That's more like it. One of the cats subscribed to Disney. Are you sure you hadn't had one too many wines? How much of it is the same as Southeastern High Speed? This section's been redone, so I think it's from Gravesend to Rainham, I think. So if you haven't got Southeastern High Speed, you'd get this part of it with the Medway line. The scenery's all been redone though on this section, so it looks much better. Yeah, Gravesend to Rainham and Frank's Plums. Very good route. Yeah, very good route. Yeah, Who Junction you'll see is a bit more lived in as well than on the old Southeastern High Speed. I thought you were going to say that your dog or one of your dogs or your cats had typed in their email address and everything and signed up, got the credit card out. That'd be some achievement, that was. Pet genius. Right, just over a mile to go, and we'll finish off with a short passenger run. You have a feeling the next route out is going to be to Darmy or Preston to Crewe? Well, those two are probably the ones we've known about the longest, aren't they? I'll settle for either one of those two, to be honest. Yes, we've got a bit of cargo line going on over this side, lots of it. If you've got the cargo line pack, the aggregates one, I think that is. We've got to stop at a signal, which is a green signal. That'd be interesting. I wonder if I went through the green signal, would it tell me I've spad? Because it's the end of the service. Not sure. It's a crew change point, is it? Oh, does it reverse? Does this reverse? Because it's going to the grain oil... let's have a look. Grain oil terminal. That's behind me, is it? So does this reverse in now? You looking forward to the Preston to Crew? Yeah, I don't need to tell you what I think about it. It's got to be a good one, that. There's from those dev updates, it seems like there's so many different ways you could go, and you know, different types of services. It's just gonna be. There's just gonna be so much to do, I think. Especially if you like your freight stuff as well. I mean, thrashing those 20s is going to be pretty good. Even though we've got 20s already in the game, I think the updated Just Strange version is going to be pretty sweet. Looks like a crew change shot. It threw me out of the seat, as it normally does. But we've got one more. We've got one more to do, so we'll hop back in. 28 minutes, I think this last one is thereabouts. Hope that with the next two, they give you a few more weeks between releases. It's been a bit mad, hasn't it? Been a bit mad. And the German loco is coming out as well, isn't it? What was the release date? That was on the roadmap yesterday, wasn't it? What was the new release date? Can't remember. We're going to do the 0553, which is this one. Maidstone West to Strood, and I'm going to put it as June. A little bit of cloud. Get started, drive it. Now we got massive daddy long legs flying in. Because I got the windows open. I'm going to close the window a bit, actually. Trying to catch it live. If I catch it, I'll throw it out. Right, here we go. Oh, here it is. Got it. No, I didn't. Never mind. You'll see it flying around behind me. It's a massive thing. Not that they do anything to you. They're harmless, but... Right, unlock the doors. So we can do that. And then we can start getting everything set up. We'll do the headlights today. Tail lights off.
Welcome aboard this Southeastern service to Strood, calling at Maidstone Barracks, Aylesford, New Hythe, Snodland,
Do that.
Horling, Cuxton, and
2 Tango 07. Doing this on the controller. So 2 Tango 0. Get there eventually. It was 9, wasn't it, the signal? So 0 0. It's slightly fiddly, but I am zoomed in as well. There we go. Let's accept. And then safety systems up here. I think that is it. Right, wait until 5:55. You think I'd bribe them to make more Preston routes? Oh, it's quite a happy coincidence, actually. Although after this one, I don't suppose there's many more that they can make after this. We'll close the doors slightly early. Wait for the buzz. There we go. Right, off we go to Maidstone Barracks. A coincidence. This Thursday or next Thursday? Yeah, I can't remember. It did say in the article, but I can't remember what it said for the German loco this is.
The next station is Maidstone Barracks.
Yeah, they're doing the Whitehaven route. That's Carlisle. That's from Carlisle end. So Preston won't be in there, but you'll be able to route hop from the Preston Carlisle onto that one and run down to Whitehaven. Evening, Chris.
Arriving at Maidstone Barracks.
Yeah, crew to Holyhead. Yeah, we could have that one. Quite nice. Right, let's have a look where we're actually stopping. Aylesford, New Hive, Snodland, Horlin, Buxton, Strood. 6:21 into Strood. So it's not a long service. It's tomorrow, is it, Pete? The German loco? I mean, you've seen I've got a video already on the channel where I was driving it from when it was originally meant to come out. Nice loco. Very nice. If you like your German stuff. I think the issue they had was with the route, not the loco, which is why they held on to the release. But I think they were saying the build that I've got of TSW, not this one. I'm on the public build tonight. The Ambassador's build had the changes in already. So they let us, any videos we'd done, they let us keep the videos on the channel. They didn't ask us to take them down. So we must have just got the build a little bit earlier, that's all. Wait for the bell. There he goes. Aylesford is next. I saw, by the way, Bournes, I saw before you said you're still on a PS4. You must get a PS5. You must get one. For that, the Preston crew. With all the Warrington that's going to be in it.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016.
Yeah, anything on that North Wales route will be a nice nice addition.
Sorted.
Can you imagine the North Wales route with this level of quality scenery? It'd be a hot seller, I think. 9th of April, right, tomorrow, yeah. Yeah, just get a gaming PC. Good advice if you rob a bank, that, Andy Lass, I think. I'm fortunate enough to have both, obviously, you know. But yeah, and I only have the PC because I built it myself, and I saved 700 quid by just building it myself. I thought the ones that I was looking at the time were a bit pricey, you know, the ready-built ones. And building a PC is fairly easy. It just requires a bit of patience and a bit of nerve when you first press the on button, in case you blow something up. But I probably saved myself in the region of 800 to 900 quid by building it myself, so I thought I'd do it. I built two, actually. I built one for my eldest as well. Oh, you're back, are you, Mike? Is it half time? It must be half time. Yeah, if it had this quality, you won't play anything else. I can see where you're coming from. Yeah, a North Wales coast route with this level of detail would be pretty special, wouldn't it? Right, this is Aylesford once again.
We will shortly be arriving at Aylesford.
If I recall correctly from one of the articles that came out for this route before it released, the guy that was responsible for the route being built, this was his house, wasn't it?
3, Southeastern.
I think this was his house.
Strood.
But sadly, I can't remember his name. But there's a big article. I did a video on it, but it was ages ago, when the route was being first discussed. Footballers always come for... You abandoned me to watch Liverpool. You're not even a Scouser. You're not even a Scouser. Right, we'll close the doors. Slightly ahead of time once again. The beauty of the keyboard is you can bell him back with button B rather than if you're just using it on a controller and you have to keep pressing that. You live closer. Oh God. That makes you a Plastic Man United fan as well, surely.
The next station is New Hythe.
You'll be telling me you're watching Blackpool next. Right, New Hythe is next. Actually quite relaxing running these 375s. I know these types of trains are not everyone's cup of tea, especially Pete Edmonds, but they're quite relaxing runs.
We will shortly be arriving at New Height.
Train Bunny, good evening. You were disappointed on the April roadmap. There wasn't a lot on it, was there? There wasn't a lot new on it. There's been a big wave of releases and problems with some of the releases, and then the roadmap this time didn't. You're right, didn't really have much on it. There's a collectible there, look. There's one of the new police vans. That's a collectible as well, isn't it? The post box. You put mail into the post box. I've not had a look round them yet, really. I've not tried collecting any yet. You were hoping for some new UK add-ons announced. Developers would need a break after it. There's probably something cooking. But yeah, there's nothing new on the roadmap, was there? I think there's always things under development that they haven't told us about yet. Is he going to give us the bell? He's not going to give us a bell this time, is he? So we'll bell him back and we'll tell him we're off. Yeah, it was quite flat, the roadmap. Yeah, that's the other thing, Andy Led, yeah, is that there'll be so many releases under this TSW, and then they'll have some planned that are moving into the next TSW. So I guess one trick they've got to balance every year is when development for one game finishes and the next one starts, and if you start announcing DLCs, they probably have to be sure that they're going to arrive in the current TSW in case somebody doesn't move over to the new one. But then again, Tadami was announced whilst TSW5 was going on, I think. And here we are in TSW6 and we've still not got it, so... You're missing a post box and a fire extinguisher on this route. Ah, okay, that's so the post boxes are collectibles. I thought they might be. I think I was saying it on the last stream. There used to be... In the old DLCs, you would get a trophy on PlayStation. You get a trophy for collecting the collectibles, so... When I'm on the PS5, it gave me a reason to go around and collect them. Now I don't really bother because there are no trophies anymore for the individual DLCs. I used to like collecting the trophies. There's trophies for the main game, and that's quite easy because a lot of your progress carries over from the previous game. You don't have to do too much, but yeah, they took those away, which was a shame. So now I don't. If I see them as I'm walking around, I'll pick them up, but I don't go looking for them.
Speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016.
This is Snodland, by the way.
Say it. Sorted.
Oh, they've done a few of them, have they? Not on the stations. You got to go really looking for them. Yeah, if you want to cheat, if you really can't do it, Neil, one of the other ambassadors, he always does a video on where all the, I don't know how he does it, but within like hours, he's found all the collectibles. He's done a little video as to where they are. Neil TV8. Right, let's go to hauling. Yeah, I get your point about the route maps. Yeah, otherwise it's a big blank space. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
The next station is Hauling. This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
These 375s are quite nippy as well, actually. Soon get up to speed. What route are we on? We're still on the Medway Valley.
Arriving at Hauling.
Been on the Medway all night. That was Snodland. This is hauling. This one. The Big Daddy Longlegs is still in here. Can't find its way out.
Welcome aboard this Southeastern service to Strood.
Yeah, thanks, Sherry. Thanks for coming in. All the best.
Strood.
That's it. Seems to take ages for him to ring the bell. Cuxton. So we've only got Cuxton and then Strood. And that's us done. Good evening, Guns. How you doing? The cement works is accessible after hauling. Is it? I'll have to get out on foot a little bit more. I've been driving a lot on it so far. I've not done any wandering about yet. You haven't got this one yet. You spent too much recently. Yeah, I know what you mean. This is one of the better ones. This, honestly. But you'll buy this and then Preston to Crew will come out. You'll have more spending to do. I bet you. They've made a very good job of this one. You know, when you get the screenshots for the articles, you don't know how much they've been like tighted up, and then you get all of the route, and actually, it's exactly like the screenshots. You know, you can touch things up with AI and stuff, can't you? But I don't think they did exactly like it shows in the screenshots.
Cuxton.
Yeah, no worries, Pete. No worries at all. Here we are at Cuxton. Shorter platform, this one. The announcements are particularly good on this, aren't they? Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. Listen to the ambient noise, though. I don't know if that's coming through on the YouTube, but a lot of ambient noise coming from this plant over here. Like cranes and things reversing. The mini Malteser bunnies. Too much chocolate, Snorko, too much. Yeah, you can hear it. Yeah, it's good. It is good. Right, Strood is next.
The next station is Strood.
Another good stream. It's over 2.5 hours. It's about right, I think. So I did the 700, the class 47, the 66, and the 375/3. So we packed a bit in. Not bad at all. But that just shows the variety of the route. I mean, you do have to have other DLCs for some of those I just mentioned to appear. But I think a lot of us have already got Southeastern High Speed, where most of them come from. Then there's the 47 from West Somerset. But, you know, this is what I was saying about the Class 90. If you have the Class 90 now, I have a feeling it's going to start appearing again and again down the line, you know. So whatever you've paid for it, you'll get it back again and again through future DLCs and future layers. Right, let's look out for that light. The light is yellow for us this time, not like the 66 run. This is the pesky light coming up now, where the 35 is. You'll remember this light the next time you run this in this direction. You'll be saying, must pay attention to that light just before Strood. Right, down for the 35, 15 before the platform. And that's it.
We will shortly be arriving at Strood. Please check that you have all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
There's Javelin coming the other way.
At all times whilst on the station. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the police.
Scotch, how you doing? Decent. Any push-ups? Yeah. Elliot actually did donate earlier on. Right at the beginning of the stream. So you do awesome push-ups. You'll have to just give them us next time because this is our last stop. This one. So we're going to get the doors open. And that's us done. Alright, let's lock them one last time. Get our points. And that's it. So thank you once again, everybody, for coming in. Hope you've enjoyed yourself. We've had a good look at the Medway, I would say there. It was about time I did it live because there's just been so many different releases between TS Classic and TSW. We've not had room to think, really. So thank you for coming in. I'll catch you all on the next one. Take it easy. Thanks again.